it was like she was looking at me saying, I know what you said and you're right. We are gonna meet each other again.
For all your friends that believe she doesn't have friends in America, she does! Instead of don't be ashamed, don't give in.
Love you.
Oh, that is so sweet of you. Thank you.
Hi guys, here I am with the video about my year 2015 in, I hope, not a too long video. I recorded this earlier, but I was too much hanging on one point, and though it is something that has had a lot of impact on my life, I don't want to talk the whole video about that. But when I'm recording this, it's December 30. But I'm gonna upload this on January 1st. So Happy New Year! And have a blessed 2016. But what was my year like? I have on my screen here on Facebook, you have that you can put a few photos that resemble your year. It's not really much, but in January my female bunny gave birth to 3 baby bunnies. 1 was born dead, so 2 were left. One of them didn't grow, was a little bit smaller than the other one at birth, and didn't make it till 6 weeks. No, till 6 days. Not. So yeah, 1 was left, and that one was lovely, and she passed away when she was 6 months old. And that 6 months I enjoyed her, hugging her and stuff like that. Later, Gaia the female got another litter of 3. Also, 1 that died immediately. I was at the birth. She was giving birth when I was sitting next to her. And yeah, 1 was already dead. And the other 2 were Casper, who I have right now. That's an albino. And his sister I sold. And now I think, oh, maybe it was better not to. But I was afraid to get more baby bunnies. So let's keep it this way. But that was later in the year, because he's now 4 months or so, or something. I don't know. And in January, I got my driver's license. I don't drive anymore. I could drive in the car of my parents, but they're a little bit afraid that there's coming a scratch on it or something. But I can only drive an automatic car and not one with shifting gear, in which you have to do that yourself. So that was January. February started normal, but at the 7th day, Lovely would have been 10 days. I remember that I wanted to look at her if her eyes were going to open. At that moment I didn't know if it was a her or a him. Sorry. I had my camera ready on my phone, but the camera was going away because my mom called me. We had to go to the hospital. My mom told me, I don't know, she needed to make a short phone call. She was called by my uncle, I think, that my aunt, her younger sister, she has 2 sisters, and her youngest sister was in the hospital. That we knew because she had a operation, but it was not going well. All of a sudden, because 2 days earlier my parents were there and she was happy and full of life. She had multiple sclerosis, so full of life as far as it could be. And now all of a sudden it was not good. So my mom asked me, just like a few years earlier, do you want to come with us to say goodbye? Because we don't know if she's gonna make it. A few years earlier I didn't go. I was afraid to remember her by her in the hospital bed and with all the tubes and things on her body. Looking back at that, maybe in the back of my mind I knew that it was not necessary. I didn't have to say goodbye because she was gonna make it, and she did make it then. But this year I did go, and to make a long story short, I said goodbye to her. Well, at first that was, we didn't really know if it was, the time was there that we needed to take her off life support. They were running tests and there was still a chance that maybe she was going to recover. But long story short, she didn't recover, and she didn't want to be on life support that she had on paper. So my other aunt, the oldest of the family, had to make the official decision to take her off life support. And it was the wish of my aunt Ina to not be on life support. She had suffered 30 years of multiple sclerosis, so she was done. But also she wanted to live. She was, when she got out of the surgery and everything was fine, she was happy that she could go swimming soon, because that was the only time that she didn't have pain, was when she was when she was swimming. But her body was not strong enough, her lungs weren't strong enough to breathe out the air, the filthy air. Some stuff, it came to the point that the nurses were saying she is intoxicating herself. because she can't breathe out something. And long story short, she got off life support. And after, in my mind it was 5 minutes, but my aunt, the wife of a brother of this aunt that was dying, said it was 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, she was gone. It was really soon. And just before she died, she opened her eyes, and her eyes went through the circle of the people that were in the room. Not everybody was in the room because they were a little bit scared of seeing her die. But I was. And they say that it could be a physical reaction to the heart stopping or whatever. But I really know that she looked me in the eyes. I can't talk for somebody else, but my grandparents felt the same. I think she looked everybody in the eyes, and she looked me in the eyes, and I got a feeling that she was saying to me with her eyes that she heard what I said earlier when we got to say goodbye with just our little family. So my parents and my brother and I. Because I said to her, I'm not going to say goodbye. I'm going to say I'll see you soon. Don't know when, I don't know how soon, but I'm going to see you. Because we are Christians, and she was also. So it was like she was looking at me saying, I know what you said, and you're right. We are going to meet each other again. I don't want to hang at this point too long, so I'm not gonna. That was my February and the rest of my year. I'm always thinking about her and about that moment. But it's good. It's not wrong or something. Then you have March. I don't know. February, March, April. In April, my brother and his now fiance, that moment not, but celebrated their birthday together. She was turning 25. He was turning 27. And they are having their birthday. She is from April 10, I think, and he is from April 29. So that was a nice time. A little later, or maybe at that moment, they decided to go to live together. And that happened last November. So he's now living together with her for a month. And August 7th, he proposed. They don't have a date when they are gonna marry yet, but he proposed and she said yes. So they are engaged. And my parents were 30 years married. And on August 30? Yeah. So that was a party. Not really huge or something. we did go to the Chinese restaurant, and that was it. But in October, we went with our family. So my parents, me, my brother, and his fiance. We went to Orlando. Yeah! I do love the States, and I do love Orlando, and I do love my friends that I got there. So Ellen and Tyler. Hi! It's sad that listening to C radio is not working really good here right now at my devices. I don't know how, I don't know why, but we went there, we went to C radio. It was awesome. And I think the most beautiful moment of my life, most beautiful moment of this year, I can say, but I think of my life, is the moment that I got in touch with the dolphins. And that was in Orlando, Florida, USA. Woohoo! And a few weeks before that, I got this necklace. It is a heart with a little heart in it, and it says Ina, and it's my aunt. And she loved flying, but she couldn't. She did get on a little plane one time, and she loved flying. And we see her as a butterfly show, so she is flying. So when I wanted to have that necklace before we got to Orlando, yeah, well, this year I began vlogging. I began vlogging at my birthday, first in Dutch, then in English, then back in Dutch, and I'm staying with Dutch because it's more spontaneous, but I don't know where my channel will go to. But I started vlogging. I started my new YouTube channel, on which you are seeing this right now, and I'm happy about it. And do I forget something? I got a new tattoo, and that means a lot. If you want to know what it means to me, leave it in the comments. Maybe I will make another video about that. I have more than that. In total, I have 4 tattoos. And I got my birdie, and that's her name. Since now, let me see if she wants to come. Hey, birdie. Oh, me? Come. Come on. Oh. Me? She don't want to. But I think that was my year. And I'm already recording for 20 minutes. So I think it's enough. In Dutch, I'm gonna make a video about what my favorite vlogs are of the past half year. That just is going to depend on my favorite moments and how I vlogged. And I hope I will be growing in 2016 with my YouTube channel, growing in what I can and what I do, in the subs, but it's not important. I just love to do this, but I hope to grow. to get better and better and better, because that would be more awesome. I don't know what it was, but I guess it was a sort of alarm to say, yeah, the video is done. Do you have any questions for me? Please ask them in the comment section below. Leave a thumbs up. And I'll see you again in 2016. Bye! And... yeah. Okay. I said that this video was coming online on January 1st, but I'm gonna upload this at December 31st. So for now, bye and have a great New Year's Eve, and see you hopefully with 10 fingers in 2016. Bye. Thank you for watching my video. Put a thumbs up if you like the video, and if you're not subscribed yet, you can do that by clicking the there or there, I don't know, but by clicking down here somewhere, the red button which says subscribe. It can be in another language if you're in another country, but you know what I mean. Subscribe. And if you want to, you can leave a comment in the comment section below. And if you want to see all my English videos, I'll put a link in the description to the playlist of the English videos. So, that's it. See you next time. Happy New Year! And have a blessed 2016.